Good morning everyone. I just want to send you a short video on how to use the Type and Practice program 10 Fast Fingers. So to launch 10 Fast Fingers, as you can see, I've got the Google screen open. So I'm going to go up, I've got the Google search engine open. I'm going to go up and type in 10 Fast Fingers. Now because I've looked for it before, it came up already. So if you just type in 10 fast fingers, press your enter key on the keyboard and it brings up a list of websites. So 10 fast fingers will come up at the very top of the list. Type and test English or dash 10fastfingers.com. So I'm going to click into the first website and it brings me into the website 10fastfingers.com. So it gives me a list of random words to practice my typing skills. You can see that the first word is highlighted in blue. So I'm going to type T-H-A-T and press the space bar because there's a space between each word. And you'll note up here that when I press the space bar, the word that turned green, which shows me that I typed it and I typed it correctly. So I'm going to try the next word, M-O-S-T and space, O-L-D space, G-R-E-A-T, great, and space, F-A-C-E, face, and space. And you can see up here, every time I type a word and I type it correctly, it turns green. So there's one space between each word. Press the space bar and it brings you on to the next word, which then highlights in blue. As I'm typing, the clock is ticking down here. So it gives me 1 minute of typing time each time. So I'm going to keep going, T-H-O-U-G-H-T, and space. Now what happens when we make a mistake? O-P-E-N-N. Again, the word comes up in red. So you can see so far the words were green. Okay, we've run out of time. So what I'm going to do is to give myself another go at this. There's an icon up here, 2 arrows. They look like they're in a circle. If I click on the arrows, it gives me a fresh set of words to start typing. Again, it gives me 1 more minute of typing time, and as soon as I hit the first key, that starts to count down. So let's try it again. Y-E-A-R space, H-O-U-S-E space, A-L-L space. Now I'm going to make a mistake deliberately on this one, so O-N-N and space. As you can see, the word comes up in red, telling me that I made a mistake on that particular word. Now you can just ignore that and continue to type P-A-P-E-R space, or let's say you make a mistake and you want to correct it. So I'm going to go W-A-A-S. Okay, so I can see that the word is wrong. I haven't pressed the space bar yet, so I'm going to try and correct it. So like you would if you were using Word, we're going to use the backspace key to correct the word. I'm going to backspace the S, backspace the A, and just put in an S. And again put in my space on the space bar, and it brings me on to the next line. So the word that was incorrect comes up in green and I can keep typing. Bing. I'm going to run out of time here again. It's counting down and I'm back to 0. Now before I refresh it, I just want to bring your attention over here. So after each minute has passed and it goes back to 0, you'll get a little screenshot or result of how you did in the last typing test. So in this particular one, the one that I've just finished, I got 6 WPM, which stands for 6 words per minute. Keystrokes was 34, which means I hit the keyboard 34 times. My accuracy in this case was 86.11%. I had 6 words right and 1 word wrong. So it just gives you a little summary of how you're getting on. So I guess the idea is to try and increase your words per minute. The more you practice, the higher this should get. But having said that, the most important thing is to keep this figure as high as possible, because you could get lots of words per minute but make lots of mistakes. So you're better having a higher accuracy, maybe a little slower to start. So let's try one more. I'm going to click refresh. And again, I've got O-L-D space, A-B-O-V-E above space, H-E-E space, O-U-R space, O-R space, A-N-I-M-A-L animal space, H-E-E-R. So again, I've made a mistake here. So I'm going to backspace, and put in A-R and press space, and as you can see it corrects my word. SAWW space. Now if I decide not to correct it, or if I don't notice it, I can't go back and correct it now. So once I've pressed the space bar and moved on to the next word, I cannot go back and correct it. So the best thing to do is to just continue. THING space ME space NO space EARTH space. And as you can see, it's counting down. So I've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds, and it finishes that particular test. Again, it gives me the result here. So in this case, I got 10 words per minute. Hit the keyboard 54 times. And again, it tells me here 50 times correctly and 4 times incorrectly. So the incorrect number of keystrokes comes up. They're still counted as a keystroke, but if they're in red, it means it was an incorrect key. My accuracy in this case was 81.97%. I typed 11 words correct and I typed 1 word incorrectly. And again, you can practice it as many times as you like. Just keep refreshing it here and it'll give you a fresh set of words each time. So I hope this is useful, and if you have access to a keyboard, maybe you could practice. This will also work on a smartphone. So even if you want to launch it on your smartphone, it's not as big a keyboard to practice typing on, but it's still getting you used to the different keystrokes and reading the words. So I hope this video was useful, guys, and I'm going to forward on the links to you.